you all. This is Meira, your guide, your trainer for your IELTS, and hope you all are doing really good in your IELTS examination, in your IELTS study also. Today I am here in front of you just to guide you one kind of IELTS reading questions. Those questions are I can call like matching also. Some questions are given and under which some options are also given. You need to match, like actually long options are there. So many students find it really difficult, as they always say that ma'am, options are really long. You can see these are the questions, and here these are the options. If you think it's easy, then it's easy, and if you think it's difficult, then it's really difficult. So what I say, it's really easy. Just see, do these kinds of questions with this video with me. Anyhow, let's go to do it practically. Okay, let's start with the questions. The agenda of the British prison systems is primarily, the primary role of the prison should be, the new prison system will, the new prison scheme will create existing prison architecture causes, just mark this word architecture, the positive results of reducing the number, see, mark this, reducing number of prisoners in one space include. Now the options are improved security, supervision and education, rehabilitation and education, reduce, this mark this word, reduced efficiency, moral and interaction, reduce risk of self-harm, security and control, and alternative prison model, a learning environment rather than, means is contrast, punitive, compound, organization, management and funding. Now let's go to the passage, but before going to the passage, just read the keywords. Those I have marked in first two questions. The first one is agenda of current British prison primarily, and primary role of prison should be. Now let's go to the passage. The UK large prison population is filled by the level of residence and the residence, the criminal repeated, the relapse of the criminal, the project, and finding the current British prison systems, funding and enlightened. If you are getting doubt that this may be the answer, the project for model prison, see, UK means of course British. The project for the model prison tackles architecture, management, yeah, of course, I read this word architecture, market, and write it down in short by the side of the passage, and management, funding, enlightened, attempt to achieve the lasting rehabilitation. Similarly, next, the project, the peninsula, one of the most manifestations of the power, and but the often also revealing the reflection in the relation of psyche. Okay, just go British prison system current, and then the punishment, rehabilitation, resistance, British. Okay, again UK lamentable, and the currently excess 60,000. 50% from them a decade ago, and the second largest is in Europe. Okay, again the next one is about the average keeping individuals and the prison according to this one, 27,000 times, and that's okay. I'm not getting the current British prison system. Okay, let's go further. Such as the population is continuing. Just scan this passage and try to find out the keyword. There's no need to just chase the vocabulary that you don't understand. Rehabilitation, yeah, I read the word rehabilitation in the options. Just mark it in the government, UK government. So I have marked UK government is investing in the 12,000 new prisons. New prisons, yeah, I read this word. Just mark it, new prisons. And next few years, yet like the 19th century, in this one, the Britain's new Victorian prisons are designed for security and control. Let's go to the questions again. What was my first question? My first question was the agenda of the current British prison system is primarily. So the current means the new prison system. So let's go for improved security. Yeah, security was written. Supervision and education, no. There was no supervision, education. Rehabilitation and education. Reduced efficiency, morale and interaction. Now reduced risk of self-harm? No. Security and control? Yeah, it can be the answer. Let's write down E as answer to question number 1. Now the passage is, I finished my first answer over here. Now the second question was the primary role of the prison. I ended it over here, security and control, rather than for rehabilitation and education. Means the current role of the British prisons is to give the security and control rather than rehabilitation and education. Means the prison's role should be to provide rehabilitation and education. Let's see the questions once. Our questions are, the primary role of the prison should be. Means the prisons should provide rehabilitation and education. Let's see whether there is any option like this or not. Improved security supervision, rehabilitation and education. Yes, clear cut, it has been written. So we can give this answer to question number 2. So without any hesitation, let's write down over here B. Now before going to the passage, let's have a glance on the question number 3 and 4. The new prison scheme will create existing prison architecture causes. Okay, now let's go to the passage. We'll find out the new prison scheme will create an existing prison architecture. Now let's go. Educated young people and whom are functional and without education able to listen and no matter. I am finding only the keywords. There is no need to translate even the whole passage. Any transformation of the pinner must start with a redesign of the prison building, prison architecture. See, this word I was finding, prison architecture has clearly discernible effect on the behavior, operational efficiency, interaction and morale. Okay, new prison system and prison architecture, I can give answer. Okay, let's go to the questions. I think I just saw these words. Okay, now see, here the questions are, the new prison scheme will create existing prison architecture. Of course, I'm unable to find the new prison scheme, but I am able to find existing prison architecture, interaction, morale, everything. Let's go to the options. Let's see whether any of the option is available like this or not. Improved security, supervision, education, rehabilitation and education, reduced efficiency. Yep. Negative impact on behavior, morale, interaction. It was written discernible effect. So without any hesitation, let's write down answer C. Don't worry if we are unable to find out the answer to the question number 3. We will find out. Don't worry about that. Let's go to the passage again. Okay, I left it over here. I want to find out the new prison system. Okay, so with the prison module, the focus is more intensively on the rehabilitation through a concentrated program, intellectual, physical and the social education. Means the new prison system is concentrating on social education. The module is not intended to the blueprint rather than the might be the support wider. Okay, learning prison. Yes, the new prison concept is based on the learning system. Now let's go to the questions. The questions are, the new prison scheme will create. Now the options are what? Yes, the options are improved security, supervision, education, rehabilitation and education, reduced efficiency, morale and interaction, reduced risk of self-harm, security and control, an alternative prison module, a learning environment. Yes, a learning environment. It was clearly written rather than punitive. Punitive means punishment. Let's go to the questions. So without any hesitation, write on the answer G to the question number 3. Now the last question is the positive results of reducing the number of prisoners in one space include. Okay, the passage is, I left it over here. So in which other aspects such as organization, management and funding would obviously play a part. Key to this interaction system, the group together prisoners in small communities. Prisoners in small communities means reducing the number of prisoners or houses of between 30 to 40 inmates. This has two important consequences. The first one is more complex better organizations of the house reduces staff time spent on supervising and escorting prisoners. Okay, second important consequence is system places educational and other facilities. So the first consequence would be for reducing the number of prisoners in the prison would be supervising time would be reduced. The second is they can give education to the prisoners. Now let's go to the questions without any hesitation. So the options are improved security, supervision and education, rehabilitation and education, reduce efficiency, morale and interaction, reduce risk of self-harm, security and control, and alternative prison model. What shall I give you? What would be the positive impact? That would be a learning environment rather than punitive one, and organization, management and funding. So I had it all. So the answer is what? So yeah, the staff time for supervision would reduce, education and of course security also. So the option is A. Now without any hesitation, for the last question the answer would be A. Okay, so in this manner we can do matching, sentence matching. So if you have any problem, you can comment me in the comment box. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video for the benefit of others. Bye bye, take care and best of luck.